Turkish Airlines, Euroleague. I feel devotion.
In this show, we take you around the training camps of the Euroleague teams to see how they are preparing for the new season. We welcome back Ettore Messina to European competition. We catch up with the champions and get to know the new look Žalgiris. And we'll check out what happened in the qualifying round, revealing the final team through to this season's Euroleague. Let's begin. The first step of our journey through the training camps was Kranjska Gora, Slovenia. There is a peaceful atmosphere out here, and this is why several teams have chosen this city to work out. Anadolu Efes Istanbul of Turkey opened their doors to Euroleague TV for a practice session. The training camp is probably the most demanding part of the season from a physical point of view, as every player needs to work very hard on both athletic and basketball skills. And of course, you have to trust your coaches and do whatever they ask. You may not understand why, but they certainly do. You have to do some exercises to improve your lateral mobility, which will make you a better defensive player. Then improve your offense with some one-on-one competition, which will prepare you psychologically and get you ready for the intensity of the Euroleague games. It is all about sacrifice. You have to, because it's not easy to be away from home for several weeks and only think about the work that needs to be done.
Just being here with the team, everybody getting together, getting to know each other, coming on the same page. That's what you like. These are the guys you're going to spend, the next 10 months with. So it's important that everybody gets together and, you become a team. What you don't like is being sore, getting injured. Just part of basketball that happens when you work so much.
The coaching staff have been working day in and day out with the athletic and physical trainers to organise all the individual training programmes and also to go through all the X and O's of the playbook.
We are trying to fix up the things with the system, trying to adjust some things to change, and it depends on the characteristics of the players. And sometimes you start with one thing, then you make some adjustment.
Anadolu Efes wasn't alone in Kranjska Gora. BC Khimki Moscow region also welcomed our crew. The winner of last season's Euro Cup is getting ready to face a tougher competition in the upcoming season.
We did conditioning the first training camp in Lithuania for 2 weeks, and the team slowly progressed each day. And as we got in better conditioning shape, we moved to the court. Now it's transpired to here. And, we're still kind of learning each other because we still have a few new faces, of course, myself and 3 others included. But we actually are, starting to gel and mesh well together, and figure out our balance and who does what.
Now we got like 3 weeks just running, jumping, lifting weights. So because we make some fundamentals for the season, we changed some guys from last year, and we have our philosophy of our defenses and offenses. And we must put for the new guys. They must, in this short time, to understand what we wanted, what we're playing, how we play defenses.
There is no better way to verify the effectiveness of the practice session than playing. Khimki lost to Anadolu Efes here, but the results of the summer don't matter. The most important things to watch were the desire and focus of all the players. The players and coaches constantly exchange ideas and information, and it is the moment when the foundations of the team are laid, from the single roles to tactics and hierarchies.
We are trying to get the concept down and the philosophy that coach is teaching us at the practices, so our goal is to be better each day.
We then moved to Desio in the north of Italy to pay a visit to CSKA Moscow. Following the unexpected defeat in the final last season, the Russian club decided to turn to their past and have handed over the reins to the coach that brought them European success after a 35-year absence. Welcome back Ettore Messina, the man who took CSKA to 4 title games, winning 2.
First of all, it's a nice thing that a place where you've been working, a club where you've worked invite you to go back there, and because it means they have confidence, they think you can be helpful. Personally, it doesn't add any extra pressure or any extra motivation. Every time you wear CSKA jersey, you know that people think that you're going to win. So you work with this nice load on your shoulder, not only you, but the players, the management, everybody. The most important thing is that we need to be ready to stay up at the level of the challenge. This doesn't mean that we will win. It just means that we know that we have a responsibility, and we will do everything which is possible to stay at the level of this responsibility.
The team has been radically redesigned to meet the needs and playing style of the new coach, while keeping the team talent from past seasons.
We sign versatile players. We sign players who can play in at least two positions. We sign with players who are willing to prove that they can stay at the high level of the Euroleague, and hopefully we will be able to create a team out of this good roster.
Messina's passion and attention to detail is what makes him stand out from the rest, both in the practice sessions as well as on match days. He leaves no stone unturned.
We had the opportunity to have almost all our team together from the first day. We had the chance to spend 5 days meeting only the coaching staff, just to go over the program of what we wanted to teach, what we wanted to do. But I'm looking forward really a great Euroleague season starting soon.
A living legend is back where he belongs. Siena is famous for its paleo and art, but over recent years, basketball has been setting the pulses racing. We took a trip to the Tuscan city to meet Montepaschi Siena and Fenerbahce Ulka Istanbul as they met in a friendly to test out their new rosters. For Siena, the main focus this season is to implement a process of change, which requires a lot of hard work from everyone. Players must meet heavy physical demands and adapt psychologically to a new way of playing.
What I prefer is the mental part, because this is the moment to build the team chemistry and a solid team mentality. On the other hand, is the worst situation for a coach is manage a different level of shape between the players, because some of them, they arrive from a long summer with the national teams. Some of them, they arrive from long stops. So, we're gonna put the players on the same page, work hard at the different level, and this is very stressed for a coach and his staff too.
Players will be expected to pour blood, sweat and tears on the court in the pre-season, but they are all in it together, and the goal is to gel as a playing unit.
Bonding with your teammates is the most important thing that you need as far as the preseason camps and stuff like that. Being in the hotel, eating together, going for a walk, just hanging out, just that all-around, bonding experience makes, the team better and, makes the communication on the court easier.
Also, Fenerbahce is looking to create team understanding and reach the prerequisite level of fitness.
I never like preseason. So, it doesn't matter what they do. I never like preseason at Panathinaikos neither, but I knew what the meaning of it was. You go through training camp to build your body, to develop a continuity, with your teammates, because every single day you're with one another. You eat together, and we do a lot of things together. So this is the whole meaning of training camp. And even though you might not like it, if you want to have some type of success, you have to have a team unity.
We don't stop. We don't stop. Yeah.
Although it is just the beginning of the season, the atmosphere at the Palestra seemed more like that for the playoff. An opportunity for the fans to see their team in action and greet old friends. The first baskets of the new basketball year, the first cheers of encouragement for old and new players. And to reclaim the return of Simone Pianigiani, now sat on another bench. It's still early, but each game helps the players rediscover their touch. north in Italy takes us to Milan, a city undergoing a facelift ahead of Expo 2015. Mirroring the time of change is EA7 Emporio Armani, in continuous evolution towards recreating the heydays of a not-too-distant past. A lot of practice, but also a lot of theory in front of whiteboards, videos and tutorials given by the coach. A lot of details are still to be worked out. 5 weeks to go to start off in the right gear.
I think the bad aspect would probably be the length. More than 1 month, of very rigorous training and two-a-days is pretty difficult, especially for a 10-month season. But I think it takes a toll on guys' bodies sometimes. But the positive thing about it is that as you get older, 27, 28, 29, 30, you can be in some of the best shape, of your life because you're going to be consistently playing, consistently on the floor.
Step after step, game after game, the regular season draws closer. Each day spent on the court must be put to good use. On the road again, to Nuremberg, where Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv, Olympiacos Piraeus, Grossbasket Bamberg and BC Chimki Moscow region gave us an early taste of what to expect in a prestigious pre-season tournament, the Dom Reiter Cup, much to the appreciation of the German fans. Avi Kowalski, the conditioning coach of the Israeli champion, opens the doors on an aspect of the preparation of the season not often investigated in depth: fitness. After a brief warm-up based on shooting, the training session passes into his trusted hands.
After checking the players, and I know their basic conditioning, according to what they did in the off-season, and according also to the players who played in the national team, I'm trying to elevate the basic conditioning of the players so they can hold the long season.
In each single training session, the conditioning coach has the task of completing the job started by the head coach by toning and strengthening muscles not utilized by ball work.
And another thing, I have to fulfill the need of the demand of the coach playing type.
After an intense physical workout, the ball re-emerges. A lot of shooting and tactical systems for the games tomorrow.
This is like our first, real preseason tournament, so the main thing is just to come in and, do what we do well, what we've been practicing, the past 3 weeks. And, if we can do that, we'll leave out this tournament, happy, and hopefully we can, improve each game.
I think it's important to play well. I think it's important to play right. I think it's important to work on things that will help you when the regular season starts, even at the expense of the score. Playing to win is something you always want to do because that's habit forming. But if you're playing to win, even if you don't, but you're doing the right things, then it serves the purpose because these games at the end of the day, they don't count.
Now we'll take a little breather to cast our minds back to a recent moment of glory. We'll relive with the protagonists themselves that magic night in Istanbul when Olympiacos reclaimed the trophy last displayed in Piraeus in 1997. How much time had passed is of no importance now, judging by the reaction on the players' faces. An emotion none of the heroes tire of living once again.
I watched it 2 times the whole game and 10, 20 times in YouTube the last quarter.
I watched it on YouTube probably, I want to say 7 times, man.
I remember that Alexei Zvezd scored the basket, so goes to 19 points, 3 minutes, I think it was 3 minutes to third quarter. So have a timeout. Okay, we was a little bit disappointed, but everybody was like, okay, this is our night, we're playing the final. Nobody expects us to be here, so we have to keep up, to keep playing and keep fighting till the last minute.
Canula just kept telling everybody it's not over yet, there's a lot of time left.
Then we start making some threes. First Madzaris hit one, then in the beginning of fourth quarter, Kostas Lukas hit 1 3 also. and the difference then was like 8 points. So we said, now we are in the game. It's just 8 points with 8 minutes to go.
I think we just didn't never stop fighting. We had some young guys that played, terrific in the finals game.
8 seconds separated glory from disappointment.
In the beginning, I tried to find the open shot to create my shot for myself. After I see that I had a lot of help for the players of CSKA, so I try instinctively to find my open teammate, and it was Prentiss at this time, and it was in the right place, in the right time, and everybody knows what happened after.
The leader of the fantastic team was Dusan Ivkovic. His miracle was the ability to transform, in one single season, a team made up of young promising players into title winners. After such a heroic triumph, the Serbian coach has opted to take a year out.
So I think that I have enough energy and concentration to continue this job, but I was for many, many years without any vacation, probably the coach with the most playing games all around the world. And the reason was just to rest for the moment. Olympiacos is one thing which is, I can say, in my blood, of me, of my family.
When I heard he left, it was a tragedy to me because we were so close.
With Coach Ivkovic, I started playing. He gave me the starter position, so I didn't feel that great, that he left. But I say, okay, this is life. This is basketball,
Emotional memories, but the new campaign is on the horizon. The ambition is unchanged, but to retain the title is more demanding. In the recent history of the tournament, only Maccabi has been able to pull off the repeat success.
Right now, with us playing in these friendly games, everybody has been helping each other out a lot with the new team and learning down the plays and everything.
Olympiacos, I think, did a great job. The key players, the base of the team, stay together. They're gonna be 1 year older, much stronger, more experienced.
We don't want to change so much because something that you are succeeding, you cannot change, but we want to add some things that we didn't do so good last year. So I think Coach Bartzokas with Coach Ivkovic are very similar philosophy about basketball and the same passion about their job.
Interviews over with, now it's time to play. First on court are the champions of Israel and the winners of the last Euro Cup. The work of several weeks allows us to make out the true identity of the teams as they demonstrate more and more confidence with the new tactical setup and the competitive nature of the games. Second semi-final, Ross takes on the Reds in front of the home fans. Olympiacos come out on top, but for just now, what counts is something else.
It's not all about winning these games. It's just about trying to set goals coming into the game and accomplish those goals. Do different things on defense that we weren't so good in practice. Try and come into the games and work on that kind of thing. You always want to win, but you still can take some positive out of, maybe if you lost, but you still can take some positive from it.
It was obvious we had some problem with Spanoulis in the pick and roll. We're probably not the only people that have had that problem the last couple of years, but we certainly need to improve there. Our guards have to do a better job of getting over. I think offensively we just have to feel comfortable with each other. Like I said, we haven't been together very, very long, and you can see it. We miss timing and we miss screens on certain offenses, but I think in those two areas, if we can improve, we'll be in a good way.
I think it's kind of difficult to really build the trust in each other and know exactly what everybody is doing on the court, but this is our task. This is what we will try to do. This is what the preseason is for.
For once, we'll tell you who won the tournament. Olympiacos, just for a change. Munich, another trip, another tournament, another legendary team. We stopped off at the hotel where Žalgiris Kaunas had set up camp, a team that has and will always make Euroleague history.
Great city, great atmosphere. Our first game against our rivals at our home gym, you know, it was the first game of the year. You're not expecting it to be sold out, and it was. So they really enjoy basketball in Lithuania.
Also, for someone who comes from Spain, another hotbed of basketball, the fascination of Lithuania is something else.
They has some kind of talent that you're born with that. Of course, there are good coaches that explain that. But when you have this little country with this kind of possibility that they play 5 Olympic Games in a row and playing some moments semifinals of this, is because they has one innate talent from the beginning, and also they has this kind of religion that they are playing basketball from the beginning.
Then, getting close to living legends like Rimantas Kaukenas, the Lavrinovic twins, and Paulius Jankūnas is a special moment.
Their resume speaks for themselves, and you know they can play basketball because they've been doing it for a long time at a high level. But off the court and how they are, just good people, and that always makes for good teams. When you have good players, character guys on the team, you can do big things and do special things, unexpected things.
With them, a simple training session becomes something more.
They teach a lot, but not only teach, but they good ball players, and they show on the court by leadership, just by playing hard every day.
You know, you watch and learn your teammates' tendencies, so you can know where they like to get the ball and how to play off of them. So it's very important for us to gel well on the practice court and just get to know each other.
All the pieces are in place for a promising season.
I have high, you know, I would love to go to London. I've never been to London. You know, the Final Four is in London.
Our long journey across the training camps ends by welcoming Beşiktaş JK Istanbul on its Euroleague debut. As all newcomers know, it's a group spirit that binds the team together, given the lack of experience.
I think we're going to be a good team if we're going to be together, help each other. So, and this is for Beşiktaş, first time they are in Euroleague, so we're going to do our best.
I mean, players try to learn each other what to do. I mean, there is a long way, and like everybody, we are waiting when the Euroleague starts.
By now, it's a pleasant tradition. Before the season starts, Euroleague meet all the players and coaches to get to know them better, to get the actors to introduce themselves, but also to spend enjoyable moments together. The last and of course most important appointment of pre-season was held at Desio, Italy, where 8 teams contested the final place available in the 2012-13 Turkish Airlines Euroleague. Mapa Oro Cantu and CEZ Nürnberg faced each other in the first semi-final. A 13-0 partial score for Cantu between the third and fourth quarters gave the decisive advantage to reach the final. 89-83 the final score, with 19 points from Pietro Aradori. In the other semi-final, Le Mans Sarthe kept it late against Unix Kazan, overturning a 6-point deficit in the fourth quarter. At the end, the French team won 86-78. Everything in 40 minutes. We are used to seeing something like this. What's new and really exciting is to live it so early in the season. The charm of the qualifying round. The first half was dominated by Cantu, 44-28. Led by Martti Lunen and Pietro Aradori. El Amin tried to get Le Mans back into the game, starting an 8-0 run. Then Cantu answered by putting together a 15-0 run. Pushed by a 3-point play by Marco Cousin, 80-66 and the celebration could start. Cantu is back.
This is gonna be my first year in Euroleague, and I want it so bad. That's why we have to play a complete game like this. And I think the whole team did a great job today to get the win and clinch the last spot for the Euroleague.
And the team, we have a great group of guys. We're still learning to play with each other, and we're having a good time. And when you win, it just makes it that much better.
Now we are in the 24 best teams in Europe, and I'm proud because last year was an amazing experience to play Euroleague.
Turkish Airlines Euroleague.